Hey guys, Swordsman here, and I got a bit of Battlefield 3 beta footage as usual. We are rocking the 870 once again. I've sort of swayed away into videos, so to speak, from this gun, but going through some footage, trying to pick a short game today for this little announcement video. I found an 870 video, and I actually watched my own gameplay, and man, I love this gun. I miss this gun already. So good. But anyway, that is not what this video is about. Two things primarily. A, those of you that have been waiting for that 3-hour-long live Q&A session, it is now hosted. Okay, that is up for streaming and downloading and all that stuff. Those of you that have been waiting for that, you can just go, the link is down below. But where it's hosted, you might find interesting. Over the last couple of weeks, Athena and I have been discussing expanding the mailbag. Because the mailbag was something that we really enjoyed doing. It was like our weekly project that we did together for YouTube and stuff, and we had a lot of fun with it. But we wanted something more than just answering people's questions for an hour or so a week, and so we thought, well, the natural progression would be to make like a little bit of a podcast on a weekly basis, and so that is what we've done. It took us 2 weeks to name the damn thing, which you'll find out more on the first episode, but the first episode is now live, so if you've ever enjoyed us interacting before and our bickering and our debating and just giving our opinions about this and that, then you should probably go check out the One More Game podcast brought to you by myself and the always lovely Athena. The naming was a bitch, but we're finally satisfied with the name we went with. It took us a while, but we got there, goddammit. Last night on Monday, we recorded the first episode and we had some fun. We tried to lay everything out and tell you what's going to be coming in future episodes, and yeah, it's out there in the wild, so to speak, for you guys to go check out. The link for that is also in the description. But I guess I'll sort of give a brief overview on what you can expect. It will be primarily a gamer-focused podcast, but we're not going to be limiting ourselves to only games. We could talk sports, we could talk tech news, we could talk entertainment news, whatever we really feel like talking about on any given week. So this week, we primarily talked about how the podcast came about. We dipped into a little bit of discussion about why PC games have such shitty releases, and that they cause them to often be delayed, as we've seen with several AAA titles this year. We dipped into Battlefield 3 being pirated and our thoughts on that. We dipped into whether or not Athena should play Battlefield 3 and how I feel that she could be a very useful team member on Battlefield 3 that I think you guys should go listen to and then tell her that I'm right. We discussed how people like the "it is what it is" phrase. That was interesting. And we really just touched on a bunch of topics, and we set it up that each week we will be doing a mailbag segment, which say 3 to 5 questions every week. You can send them into our email for the podcast at OMGpodcast@gmail.com. I will leave that in the description. And you can use that to send in our questions. And really, this is just something we're going to be doing every week. It will be hosted on Podbean. It should be on iTunes before too long. There's like a little bit of a verification process as far as I'm aware. I will double check that later to make sure that's all copacetic and ready to go. We will be linking on Twitter via our Tumblr account, so that's another way you can follow along with it, because we do both have Tumblr accounts. So basically, the description of this video is going to be packed with goddamn links in it, so they are useful. Now, some of you guys might be thinking, but if you're only answering 3 to 5 questions a week, what about all the stuff we want to know? And if you would like to have something, say, answered more quickly than, say, waiting and hoping we pick it for a mailbag episode for the podcast, Tumblr has this feature that on the right side of it, I think it's the right side for most layouts, you can click on a link that basically says "Ask Me Anything," and if you have any questions for us, you can just type it up and send it in. Please include your YouTube name or what you go by, and we can answer it right there on Tumblr. That will then be tweeted out across our Twitter feeds for you guys to check out what we had for an answer for you guys. So if you have small questions you'd rather see answered quickly, odds are, if you put it there, we will answer as quick as we can, to the best of our ability. If you have something a little more interesting and more in-depth you'd like us to discuss and answer, be sure to send it to the email with a submission for the mailbag. That does just about do it for everything I wanted to do for this particular video. We got a bit of time left on the Operation Metro. And, oh, I know what I'll talk about. Now, yesterday I had a video that seems to have gone over very well with the news updates and everything from Battlefield 3 and the LAN event and things that have come out. And there's been some confusion today thanks to the community manager at DICE. Well, he's an EA community manager assigned to DICE, so he's not really a DICE employee, if you know what I mean. But earlier today, he tweeted that it is not true that when you fire a weapon, you will be on the minimap. And that immediately, of course, sent people coming to me, "Swordsman, you're a liar. You were wrong. Look what Crash said. Oh my god, you fucking loser. You're wrong. Crash said it's not true." And so I weathered that storm, gritting my teeth. And then about an hour later, he retweeted, or he sent another tweet saying he messed up. It is, in fact, exactly like I said. So, yeah, he sent a little bit of a false positive answer there. And some of you saw that on Twitter and sent it my way. And so he retweeted and followed up on it and said, "It is exactly as I explained yesterday. If you fire an unsilenced weapon, you will appear on the minimap for a very brief time. It won't be as though you're like fully spotted with the 3D mark on the heads-up display, but it'll be just a mark on the minimap." But not to worry, I mean, FPS gamers, who watches their minimap? Come on, this isn't StarCraft. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Okay. Yeah, don't really have anything else to fill the air with. I just wanted to preemptively cut that off with people I'm sure are going to be whining about me being wrong, but they haven't actually followed up on any of the other information. And oh, I guarantee at least somebody will post in the comments of this video telling me I was wrong about my statement yesterday, even though I said it just 2 minutes ago. They haven't gotten to that point in the video for me to elaborate on that. So we'll watch for that comment, because you know somebody's going to make it. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Okay, that's it. I've drawn this out long enough. Links fucking galore in the description for the podcast and Tumblr and all that stuff. So, hope you guys want to support this. We have fun doing it, and hopefully you guys will have fun listening to us. See ya.